Well, welcome back to more Pikmin. Today, we're going back to the Valley of Repose, because it's the only place available to us. Now, I do appreciate that in this game, and I don't really remember if they did it so much in the third game, you do revisit some of the areas from the first game as well. Maybe in the third game you revisited a couple of the areas from here, and I just didn't recognize them because I'm not as familiar with this one. Ready for another day? Toiling for the profit of your company? Pikmin are still asleep in the onion, what lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion, press A to call them out. Alright, yeah. So we can call Pikmin out of the onion, and once we find an onion, it will travel with us. So no more having to hunt them down, they will just be with us now. I'm gonna call Louie with me too. Alright, let's start things off by collecting some stuff. I can go up and around over here, but I don't really see much point in doing so. Don't really see much point in doing so. Excuse me. Why did you not collect that? This guy's not fully grown yet, so no point in really hitting him. Or is there anything else? Not really. Alright. I'm gonna pluck these guys right away. Because I know I need to get to 35 pretty quick. Oh ho! And this is how we're gonna do that. Got it. Didn't throw quite enough. There we go. Alright. And line this up. Get this one. This, I think, will get me there. But just to make sure, we'll check and see if there's anything up here as well. I don't think there will be, but you never know. It almost looks like... Oh, we can go over here. Oh, this is where Louie landed. Nothing really to see there. Oh, we do have a couple of flowers. Okay, that's cool. You know, I wanted to throw dudes, not... There we go. Let you go by real quick, and we'll call you back. There we go. Alright. Now what I'll do here, since I can split up the work, I need to take more advantage of that. So after I've gotten you guys, what I'll do is throw you up on here, split, leave Louie with you guys, and come back over here with Olimar. That way I can just switch back over. Actually, I can just go ahead and pluck all these guys, and then send Louie off on an adventure, or pluck all these guys, throw them on top of the thing, and send them off on an adventure with Louie. Oh, wait, no, I still won't quite have enough, because I'll need these guys as well, so I guess it won't really work that way. Well, that right. Since this isn't really going to work out super hot, I guess I might as well just keep everyone together. There we go. Now, I could be letting these guys stay in the ground, make sure I get flowers out of them, but I'm honestly not that concerned. I thought maybe Louie was going to help there, but I should have known better. There we go. Alright, so now we can flatten you. Throw some people here. We're gonna come around the side here. And get on top of this guy. See if we can take him out before he really starts hitting us. Yeah! Alright, cool. Now, what I'm curious about is... No, I didn't actually want to switch people. What I am curious... Alright, come back here. It's the start button. Okay, so I do not have a treasure radar yet. Good to know. I was curious if I would or not. I don't know if I want all 20 of you on that guy, but sure. So we also have what appears to be a crushed can, which I would actually like to grab. Probably should have just grabbed that to begin with, but oh well. So I guess instead, send some of you guys there. Start breaking down this wall, and I'll leave Louie over here with this wall. And... Or I guess I'll leave Olimar, whatever. Not that there's really much of a difference between them. At this point in the game, anyway. Go. Get some more peeps going. Although I do appreciate the train whistle that Louie has. Alright, I think if I grab these guys, that'll be plenty. Oh, and there's another fiver. Cool. Well, should probably grab that. Yeah, and I've got plenty of dudes, so let's just go get that treasure real quick while everyone else is breaking down the wall. I'd like to try and get a treasure per episode if I can, but we'll see how well that works out. Alright. Everyone, go collect the treasure. Sweet. And you guys are still working on a wall? Alright. I'll send Louie back to go grab the rest of the Pikmin to continue helping build the wall. Again, I could be letting these guys actually stay in the ground, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but eventually I should be able to get nectar, in which case I'll be able to just quickly turn these guys into flowers instead of waiting for it. And at this point in the game, I really don't have a whole lot of resources to work with, so I kind of just want as many dudes as I can get. As quickly as I can get them. Might as well call Olimar back. Keep working down this wall. Let's switch back to Olimar, because I just prefer him. Now let's see, if we look at our map, looks like there's a shortcut up along the top over here. Indeed there is. Not that I can really do anything with that. There we go. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When massed, their might is ferocious. Louie, did Olimar instruct you in proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you're failing your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin, B and throw them. Call them into a group with B. Yeah, kind of been doing this. You actually already told me all of this. Yeah, we're good, man. I gotcha. Oh, and there's that treasure. Cool. Not worth a heck of a lot, but utter scrap. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, cool. So we have more people back at the ship if we need them. I've got this thing. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What's wrong? You both show expression of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole, press A to jump in. Alright, so we can jump in there and go into the underground. So that is the big difference in this game, is we now have the underground sections as well as the overground. Now, the underground is actually going to make this a little bit more difficult in terms of, like, recording time, because the underground segments do not follow the day cycle. Time basically stops while you're underground, which is both handy and also can kind of throw off your day in terms of what you're thinking in terms of time. It's like we're almost out of the day here, but when we go underground, we will find that our daytime cycle has pretty much stopped. Sublevel 1, Emergence Cave. Okay. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain... Okay, yeah, so again, we'll have an underground map as well. Not just a ship, I'm an all-purpose support pod. Yeah, but you don't have a treasure radar. Alright, well, let's recollect our dudes here. Take a look at what we've got. Yeah, and you'll notice that we don't have a time thing going anymore. But we do have different kinds of these dwarf bulbs here. Here we're going to collect fruit. Literal fruit. It's the third game all over again. Citrus lump. Now, I don't believe, since we're underground and don't have access to the ship, I don't think we can actually take these guys anywhere. Oh, can we? I didn't think we could take these guys anywhere, but alright. And we've also got this guy. Alright. Are you just gonna take it back to, like, the pod? Is it going to produce Pikmin? How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I'll store your items in my hold. But I don't think beasts will be much worth. Okay, so yeah, he'll store enemies you collect, as well as... Oh, no, okay. They are worth money. So, anything you collect in the underground will not get you more Pikmin, but it will get you a little bit of money. So it is still worth collecting. Not much, though. Oh, it's a 7-Up cap. Alright. Quenching Emblem. I like it. Alright. Well, that seems to be pretty much all there is to this little section. So, let's continue even further down. We have to go deeper. Appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. You do recall that you can adjust the camera with L, R, and Z, right? Alright. Here we go. Let's go even deeper. Yes. Whee! Cool. Yeah, and since you don't really have a chance to save because the day doesn't end, it saves every time you delve into a deeper level. I believe it was saying that there are 4 levels to this cave? Oh, no, never mind. We're on the final floor. Alright, that works. Okay. So, got stuff here. I think we can, like, pseudo hide in that. Well, let's flatten these guys. See if we can save some of our peeps from getting eaten. Cool, we did. Alright. We'll collect these guys. And we've got a big old treasure. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift this. Yeah, so if we try and lift it, we see that it is actually over our capacity, so we can't even lift it. But even weirder is when you look at this, that is very clearly North America. It even has the delineations of, like, the United States. This is a current world globe, which seems to indicate that this planet is, in fact, planet Earth, which I know has been theorized about on several occasions, but yeah, it has a whole bunch of stuff from Earth. It even has a globe of Earth underground that apparently resembles the planet from space. So this is like a weird alternate version of Earth, like post-human Earth, apparently. There we go. Kill all these dudes off. And we'll just recollect some friendos here. Anything really to see? Not really. I have a feeling this episode's gonna go a little bit longer, but we're also on the final floor of this place. We might as well just kind of finish it off. Alright, we got some differently colored candy pop bulbs. Alright. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. So here, we have purple candy pop bulbs, which produce purple Pikmin. So much like how we had the different color Pikmin in the third game, outside of the standard red, blue, yellow, we also have the different color Pikmin in this game. In this game, our different colors are... Well, we just found the first one, which is purple. The water shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. It has enough power to launch you back into the air. So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that is how we get back to the surface, because we've been just diving down. We don't really have a way to get out of here. Though I think we can get out of here with the ship, if we want to. But, yeah, typically you were gonna find the exit there as a geyser. But here we have the big old boys. A purple Pikmin. It has hair, and it's stocky. It seems very strong and heavy. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yeah, the purple Pikmin are really useful. I don't really find the other Pikmin that we get in this game, the white Pikmin, to be particularly handy in any way, really. I know what they are supposed to be used for. Actually, no, I guess they are kind of useful in... They do have their use. I just really don't prefer them. But these guys are real handy. Now, I feel like there should be a way to split them up, but I don't remember what it is. The real nice thing about these guys is they have the carrying capacity of 10 Pikmin. Each one of them has a 10 carrying capacity. So with 10 of these guys, I can carry 100 here, which is pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and put the rest of you guys on here, speed this up a little bit. And then I think this is going to be the last thing that we need to do in this cave, which I think will also make it the last thing we need to do today. So we'll just slowly let this guy come over. Guess we'll drink some water. Stay hydrated, everyone. It's hot out. Oh, that was only half of the world. Okay. Spherical Atlas. Yeah, it's only the northern hemisphere, it would appear. But yeah, it is an actual just Earth globe. Or at least the top of one. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere. Really? Could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. Wow. I'll input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Charts. Press the start/pause button to contact me. Access the Explorer kit on the radar with L. Now that we have this new data, we should be able to explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Cool. So this will open up a new area that we can look at. That is really all there is to it. Let's see. If I go to the menu... Okay, so we can give up an escape at any time if we need to. We collected the sphere chart. Cool. But we don't really need to give up an escape. I think we can just walk out of here. Now, I don't remember if giving up and escaping has any penalty. Like, the only penalty that it could have would be losing the Pikmin that you have with you. That's the only thing I can think of. But typically, yeah, you might as well just take the actual exit from the caves. You will also notice that the purple Pikmin run even slower than the leaved red Pikmin. Purple Pikmin are slow, very heavy, so you can't throw them very far at all. And they don't move very quickly. But they hit real hard. Cool. Cave complete. Alright, cool. And it will tell me if I have gotten everything in the cave. Yeah, 3 out of 3 treasures. Sweet. So let's save. And then this will spit us back out in the valley here. You return to the planet's surface. Excellent decision making. I'm going to celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis, so I'll send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Cool. What else? Since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. You still want to work? Unacceptable. You must not realize it, but you're exhausted. You should take much needed rest, as you will have all the time you need to collect treasure. Yeah, there's no day limit. Oh, and that'll forcefully end the day. Okay. I didn't think that leaving the caves typically ended the day. Or maybe it does. Maybe, yeah. It's been a long time since I played this game, so I don't remember if it ends the day or not, but actually, the caves ending the day when you leave them is kind of like triggering in the back of my brain that might be the case. Also, I don't know if you caught it there, but I'm pretty sure the purple Pikmin just climbed into the ship's hull because they don't have their own onion. Alright, but we got quite a few treasure today. Got a lot of red Pikmin and some purple. Managed to avoid some deaths. Baby steps, Olimar. Plan well, don't worry about me. Our debt is with happy Hakotate savings and loan. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I think the longer you take, like, the more desperate he gets, but again, there's no real limit. But that does mean that we can go to a new area. There is more to explore here, but it doesn't look like we can do much with it right now. I think we needed blue Pikmin first. Well, I guess since this is a long episode anyway, we might as well check out the entries here. We've got Almar's notes, part of the grub dog family. This large organism's familiar mandibles and cranial morphology of the grub dog family, as well as characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth, showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots. This creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures. Originally classified as spotty bulborb, further research has reclassified this species as the red bulborb. Subspecies of various colors have been recently discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps as to handle their classification. Well, what does Louis have to say? Plump specimens are best spit roasted whole, stuffed with lime and a slab of bacon. Based frequently to ensure a magnificently moist haunch. Alright, buddy. We got the snow bulborb. Part of the breadbug family, like the dwarf red bulborb, the snow bulborb is a member of the breadbug family that seeks to survive through imitating the appearance and behavior of a bulborb. Okay, yeah. It's unable to grow the hair that gives it the hairy bulborb its name. However, as the hairy bulborb has been known to lose its hair in circumstances, the snow bulborb is an effective mimic that is often mistaken for a member of the same species. Best grilled and served hot over a bed of fresh spinach and crumbled blue cheese. Okay. We've got clover. This is a naturalized species. These plants are extremely persistent. Okay. They're even able to survive in drought conditions. The leaves come in groupings of 3. It can result in an extremely 4-leaf cluster. Mildly poisonous, may result in nausea, headache, fatigue, fever, chest pain, paralysis, loss of bone density, moodiness, feral rage, sauciness, dilly-dallying, strokes of brilliance, and untimely doom. But only slightly poisonous. Finally, the violet candy pop bulb. Research from our most recent expedition confirmed the presence of candy pop bulbs in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this planet has been found in, one could surmise that it could be found in any cavern regardless of region. This causes the release of purple Pikmin seeds regardless of the color of Pikmin tossed in. Okay. If candy pop flowers could be cultivated, there's no doubt that the plants would offer multifaceted benefits to cosmetic, medical, and tourist industries. This convenient purple flower secretes a dark, flavorful oil that eliminates the need for salad dressing. Alright, sure. But we also have a couple new treasures. This fruit was dug up from the floor of an icy cavern. It appears that the fruit's thick skin protected it from the rigid cold. It's quite remarkable. The shape of the fruit eerily resembles the president's head. P.S. The labyrinthian underground entrails of this planet are like a completely different world. The area we recently touched down is blanketed with a fresh layer of frozen precipitation. As tranquil and relaxing as it is, I named it the Valley of Repose. Using Pikmin to solve obstacles, I was able to open some new areas to explore where I found this hunk of metal. Purple Pikmin were somehow able to carry this massive treasure. Today we measured their physical strength using the ship's onboard beefometer. It seems that they have 10 times the weight and physical power of any other Pikmin. When I throw them, they land with a resounding thud. I've decided to commemorate the first cave I encountered with them by naming it the Emergence Cave. And finally, I often brag about my inexhaustible supply of self-control, but when I peer at this treasure, I can't help but want to take a drink. Alright. Well, let's head back to the stage selection screen. We have definitely gone plenty long this episode. Typically, when it comes to caves like that, I will not try and make them I will try and split them up. But that cave was short enough, I felt it really didn't have any point in making it more than one episode. But typically I'll try and have above ground things as like a full day in their episode, and then keep underground stuff as separate whenever I can. But, you know, that's going to be a case-by-case basis. Regardless, we've been going plenty long, so I will see you guys tomorrow as we go check out the Awakening Wood. Well, I guess not tomorrow anymore, not with the current schedule. Whatever, I'll see you in the next episode of Pikmin as we check out the Awakening Wood.